Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hangover City.
Not for me. I feel refreshed. I feel great.
Well,
Sami Zayn is world champion. Happy days are here again, guys. Happy days are here again.
We are definitely going to go coast to coast. Apologies for being late. Literally my fault. But this is Coast to Coast. My name is Auntie Collins. This is JPJ. JPJ, always on time.
Early. My mom taught me at a young age, if you are not early, you are late. And that is really the one thing. I mean, obviously multiple things, but that's like my mom was the type of mom, still is, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she's like, hey, we're doing dinner at 1 p.m. We call lunch dinner in the Italian family. She goes, hey, we're doing dinner Sunday at 1 p.m. And I go, okay. This is a hypothetical because I'm here at 1 p.m. on Sundays, but you know what I mean. If I'm not there at 12:57, I'm getting a call or a text. Where are you? You close? Where are you? So that's just how, oddly enough, when it comes to the shoot job, late all the time. All the time. Don't give a fuck. But when it comes to like when I'm going to meet friends or family things or this or whatever, I'm like, we got to be there, ready to go.
I will say, when I'm not hungover, I'm usually on time.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time with time. Anyways, guys, I'm hungover as fuck. So,
had a big high school reunion last night.
If you didn't know, I went to my motherfucking high school reunion last night, and it was just like I saw my high school bully. I saw like my high school sweetheart. I saw my besties. Like, got to connect with people that I didn't really connect with that much. Yeah. It was on a farm.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Outdoors, good weather.
Yeah, it was outdoors. This Live Laugh Lexapro babe, I think contributed to how hungover I am because it was also hot.
Oh, yeah. So you're sweating out what you're taking in. So, like, you know, if you're outdoors and it's hot and you're drinking, whatever you're drinking is just going straight through
you. Just
going straight through you because you're sweating half it, so you don't realize how much you drink. And that's why, like, when you go to an outdoor music festival, you go to these things and you see people pass out sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's because you just don't know how much you're taking in because you're literally sweating out everything you're taking in. And it can be scary.
Yeah,
it looked nice. I saw the pictures. It looked nice. It looked like everybody was having a good time. The setting was. It looked like you had great. It was warm, you said, but it looked like the weather was great. It was sunny. It looked nice.
It rained earlier in the day, so it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, no. Are they gonna postpone it or something?
Yeah. Are we gonna have to go inside? Whatever. But this is Coast to Coast, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Get in your super chats. Got something to say? Go Coast to Coast. Send in your super chats. We love it. We love to see you. Anytime that you wanna contribute to the show, we greatly appreciate it because I am fucking here while I am hungover. But this is also, can I say? So the venue was like a cidery, right?
Yeah.
So they had like a whole shit ton of ciders on tap. They had some beers, but I was drinking it was a sangria cider.
Oh, okay.
It was very good. And
sounds good.
$8. But then
how much?
Also,
what was it?
$8. But we got like 2 free drink tokens. So like your first 2 drinks are free.
That's fair. That's nice.
And then $30 later, you're a little toasted, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. But they had barbecue, so they had like smoked meats and stuff, pulled pork, all the sides. It was a lot of fun. So I'm glad that I went. I kind of wish that I had stayed locally because a lot of my friends either still live in the same area, but they were all like meeting at the specific
cafe. Okay. Yeah.
So I kind of wish that we had that option, but like if you didn't know the ferry system, it stops, running after a certain time. So,
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Plus I needed to go home.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But we got a lot to talk about on this show.
Sure do.
Before we jump into any wrestling, how your Mariner?
My Mariners, my Boston Red Sox. Let me tell you this: this team stinks. Still, they should trade everybody. However, we are in the midst of a 4-game series this weekend at Fenway against the Yankees, and we've whooped their ass the first 3 games.
You've been doing a great job.
Their ass. And if we can sweep them tonight, we will have won 9 out of 10 games. The only team that beat us was your Mariners last Sunday to salvage a sweep. We might have swept you. To
salvage something, the wreckage.
Yeah.
The Mariners are in a weird ass slump right now. So
our pitching we have young studs pitching, and they've dominated Peyton Tolley. I don't know if you've seen this guy. Like, he's good on the mound. I'm not even talking about that. Like, go, not right now because you're watching this show, so you don't leave at all.
Please don't leave.
But whenever you have free time, just go on YouTube and type in like Peyton Tolley post-game interview or whatever. This guy is a treasure. This guy is a treasure of a man. Yeah, like our young pitching has just been really, really good. They stifled you. I mean, we have a couple veterans on there too with Ron Hare and Sonny Gray, but like the rest of them they're all just. We have 3 young lefties in Tolley, Connolly, Early, and now this new kid Jake Bennett, and they've just been just dominating, crushing the Yankees. It's been good stuff. But anyway, you guys rebound from the whooping my team put on you last weekend, or are you still scuffling? What's up? Does Cal still stink?
Yeah. Yeah. So they struggled against the Pirates this week. So that's
Pirates aren't that bad this year, though. They're a little better.
Right. They're not that bad. But like when I say struggled, I mean they were losing. Well, we won 3-2 one of the days. But then we lost like 6-1 or something one day. It was just like one after the other. But I have to say, PNC Park is one of the most beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's like number 1 on my list that I've never been to that I want to go to.
Just seeing like the yellow bridge in the background, it just like warms my heart.
It's gorgeous.
So great series, I guess. I mean, it was just on the road. It's interesting dichotomy also when an AL team goes up against an NL team and how they've changed.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's just a natural part of this. We're playing, like, we play the Yankees tonight, and then tomorrow the Washington Nationals are just coming to town and that, like, when we were younger, that used to be like that. I remember when they introduced interleague play. Yeah, because that was not a thing. Like, the only time you ever had the chance to play a National League team was if you made it to the World Series. And when I was little, the Red Sox didn't do that shit. So, yeah. But
sorry, I'm not laughing.
Then they introduced interleague play, and it was like 9 games a year. Like, it was like 2 series. It was very and then it slowly grew. And then once COVID happened and they had that effed up year, and ever since then, it was just, now it's just, we used to play everybody in your division like 20 times a year or 19 times a year. Now it's all balanced, and you just have, you play National League interleague series like every 3 or 4 series now, it feels like, or at least once a month, once every, it's crazy. But anyway, Mike, I've been screaming about this garbage ass team all year. Worst team of my lifetime. My general manager is an inept piece of trash, and they put him in charge of the This is my problem. His ass should be fired because he's terrible. I'm not even sure they're gonna fire him even in the offseason. However, I don't want him in charge. If we're selling this trade deadline here in the next month, which we should be selling, I don't want the guy that is potentially being fired, or just him in general, because he clearly doesn't know how to do the job, being in control of trades that are gonna map out our future for the next. I don't want that guy in charge of fucking anything. Don't like it. Imagine you're a lame duck GM and you think you're going to get fired, and then they're like, oh, here's the trade deadline. Make the team better. I would be like, I'm burning this shit to the ground before I leave. Because I don't think he's in a spot where he's trying to save his job, because we're not buying anybody. You're not trying. He's literally going to be selling veterans to get young, promising players. That's where we're at now. Because apparently we are the Tampa Bay Rays, but except we're just not good. Because at least they're good every year, even though it's a fucking, what is it? A turnstile of people that just go through that. Players just turnstile through that, but they actually have competent people in their offices that identify good players, so they're always good. My team can't identify anybody. So Heim Bloom is doing good for the Cardinals, though, and Heim Bloom got a raw deal here. But I don't want to. This isn't a Red Sox podcast. I'll save this I'll just yell this into the ether by myself. But Heim Bloom got railroaded here. He didn't do as bad. Railroaded. He didn't do as bad. He did everything that the ownership asked him to do, which was, hey, can you trade Mookie Betts? Thanks. Got a bag of dicks back too. It was not good. Not good.
You're into it like I want to be, but I'm just here for vibes right now.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm heated. Well, listen, you have to understand. The team I root for is the Boston Red Sox, one of the most historic franchises in the history of sport, especially baseball. And we, for the last 8 to 10 years, because the owner doesn't give a shit anymore, and we have been operating like a small market baseball team. We don't pay for stars. We don't, we've just been operating like we are the Pittsburgh Pirates, like we are the Tampa Bay Rays, but except we are the Boston motherfucking Red Sox. And so what you do is, yes, you have a good farm system, and then you spend the money, John, and you bring stars in around the young kids. And they've been operating like losers for a decade, and I'm sick of it. So,
speaking of farm team, did you hear about our farm team?
No. Which farm team are we talking?
We're talking about the Tacoma Rainiers.
Is that AAA or AA?
This is AAA.
Okay.
Friday night.
Uh-oh. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
They emptied the benches for our brawl.
For a brawl. All right. Hell yeah. Like an actual brawl?
It was actual brawl.
Because I feel like nowadays, if people look at each other, especially in the MLB, it's a joke. If like somebody just looks at somebody, fucking bullpens are running. It's like, all right, guys, you're not, come on, what are we doing? But.
So it was literally down to like the final strike in the 9th inning. And the third baseman was hit by a pitch. And
were they losing or winning?
They were losing.
Okay.
Because it's the bottom of the 9th inning.
Oh, that's
right. And they were in Tacoma. So they were down by 2 runs.
Okay.
But having him hit by a pitch, it was 101 mile an hour pitch. Like it's not,
Where
something
was
slow.
it like? Was it like in the head? Like was it just
it's his side is whatever. But it just caused people to like start pushing each other because there had been like tension all game or whatever. But there was shoving people. The altercation went on for a very long time. And it looked like it was like kind of cleared. And then everybody from like the benches just went out and all out brawl. So they have yet to put out whoever is suspended or whatever. But what are you gonna do? Tensions are high. You're trying to win the game.
Yeah, I get it. You're the tying run's coming to the plate. I know you got a boo-boo. That probably hurt. How about you be a fucking grown-up and walk to first base? And maybe let us try to win this ball game or tie this ball game instead of, then there's 20 minutes of that.
Reason I love hockey, though. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
want to settle it? Like, settle it on the ice. Go to the penalty box for a couple minutes.
And look, that is a part of sport that I think as that part of it I like. Don't get me wrong. Like the other night, it was a big nothing burger, but the other night the Red Sox and Yankees benches cleared because Wilson Contreras, who I fucking love, and the Red Sox, he's the only veteran. I'm like, keep him. Just keep him. Don't trade him. Trade everybody else, but keep him. I like him. He walked and he like flipped the bat a little bit on the walk because he's a little showboaty of a guy. And the Yankees pitcher, Will Warren, who I never heard of you, buddy. Stay on the mound, you bum. He's like stared at Contreras. Like he just stared at him the whole time walking down to first base. And halfway down the line, Contreras saw him and you could read his lips. He just said, "The fuck you looking at me for?" That's what he said. He goes, "The fuck you looking at me for?" And then he got to first base, and Contreras then started yelling, like, "What the you fucking look like? Let's go, let's go!" Yeah. And then the bench is cleared, then the bullpens, and it was nothing. And I was like, "The bullpens don't. You can stay in the bullpen. It's gonna be fine." So everybody's talking. A couple of the Yankees guys came over and like hugged Contreras and were like, "Don't worry about it." They were probably talking to the Venezuelan. They were probably like, "This kid's a fucking loser. Don't worry about it." Like he's a fucking stiff. Look at him. Whatever. So and they hugged and all that stuff. And then like 2 pitches later, some guys in the Yankees dugout were still staring at Contreras, and he took a step off first base again and was screaming at him like, "What the fuck you staring at me for? Like, let's go." And then that was it. And then we whooped their ass, and that was fun. But like that stuff I like. Like tonight, I want a Red Sox pitcher to drill a Yankee. That's what I want. I want just hit him right in the ass for me. That's right. And if there's a fight, there's a fight. Oh fucking well.
Oh well.
Yep, we just that, but that's what that part of sports I miss. Like that's and it feels like there is still obviously hockey. There's fights involved, which makes it great. I felt like for a few years they were trying to get rid of the fights the way that things were going, and I was like, "You better not." I know we're kind of soft nowadays, but you better not. You better not do that. And then it seems like hockey still has that element, but like nowadays, like the NBA just finished.
Yeah.
Every time there is like even an intermediate to slightly hard foul, they have to go to the monitor to see if it's a flagrant one or it's like, brother, 10 years ago, that was just a foul. That was just a foul, and everybody went to the free throw line, and that was it. Now we got to, this is it. Oh, this is it. How about you just let them, like they're grown-ass men.
Yeah, they're grown men. Let them.
They're grown-ass men, all right? Basketball is not really a contact sport, but if you drive to the lane, there's going to be a 7-foot guy there that's going to whack you in your head. That's what it is. That is what it is. And he's trying to hit the ball. He might hit your head. He might hit your neck. He might just hit. Oh, fucking well. Get up and go take your free throws. And then we continue playing. You see videos of like, and again, this is a different time, but like you see videos of like Dr. J, Julius Erving, and Larry Bird are 2 of the best 10 to 15 players of all time.
Absolutely.
They got in a legitimate fist fight in the middle of a game in the Boston Garden, and then the referee stopped it, and then they just played the rest of the game. No foul.
What?
They didn't even get kicked out of the game. They just lined back up, and they continued to guard each other the rest after they fist fought. Nowadays, they're both out of the game, probably getting suspended.
Yeah,
for
they're
10
getting suspended.
It's
they
like,
have to pay a fine.
And again, I'm not saying this should be fight. Like, duh. Now, I agree with that. Kick them out of the game, stop it. But like the amount of times they're checking this. Oh, he hit him kind of hard. We got to see if there was intent and all that. I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? Intent? You know what the intent was? Stop the guy from making the basket. That's the intent. You think he's trying to hurt the like?
I don't know his job.
Oh my god, brutal! It's so bad. It is brutal. I love basketball, but I watch those games and I'm like, this game is the actual game of basketball. The way it is played now, fucking cooked, man. Cooked. They have the best guys athletically and just skill wise, maybe in the history. Wemby is 7'5" and he can hit from half court. 7'5". Like, no, that's unheard of. You know what I mean? Like, they have the best guys they've ever had in the league, but the game is just so bad to watch. Anyway, that's the sports 20 minutes. Sorry.
I love it. I learned so much.
We can talk about sports all you want.
Listen, I can talk about sports, but I also can talk about Love Island. Have you caught any of the things with Love Island?
No. You can tell me though.
It's on every single fucking day. So
yeah, I did know that, which seems exhausting. That seems exhausting.
Here's the thing. Last year, I did like a little post-show podcast that it got like a lot of views because apparently international people can't watch it the same way, and they see everybody in the fucking United States is talking about it.
This is the USA version you watch.
This is the USA version. So I was doing like little recaps or whatever and using content from them when I got those videos taken.
You got yelled at.
Which is fine. But like it was just for like the sake of the cheesemate. You know, like I just wanted to goss. Now I've been a little bit more cautious because I am trying to build up obviously my YouTube, but which is fine. But also it's the thing of like I sometimes like okay, so in years past there's been so much like nuance and like side conversations, and like we had the whole like mamacita, like learning that like Huda was a mom, and you know all these things, and like actual friendships and things were developed. This year it seems like fucking nothing is happening.
Okay.
And it's like all just making out and kissing. Which, like, okay, it's Love Island, but like the show is like, the purpose of the show is to date someone in the end, and it's just feeling a little weird, you know, like there's no depth. So like, how do I get invested in these people when they are so nothing? Like there's just like they're giving me nothing. So. But they went to Casa Amor this week, which Casa Amor, so basically they're all coupled up.
Yeah.
And then they send the boys to a different part of the island because they're in Fiji. And they introduce 6 new girls.
Okay.
And with
what do they call this when they do that? Isn't there like a name for it? On Love Island? When they bring in new people?
Amor. I mean, the new people are called bombshells, but like I guess that these are bombshells, but they're Casa girls and Casa boys.
Okay.
But with the girls, they brought in 12 guys because it's 6 girls and 6 guys. They literally broke them apart to go to Casa. They've been having these relationships, and now it's like they are having to explore new options for a couple days. And then when they come back from Casa, they have to decide if they're going to stay in the couple that they were in or if they're going to explore it with this new person. And let me tell you, men are trash. Because
sounds like the creators of this show are also trash.
No, they're great. It's great. It's like a social experiment, and I fucking love it. But I see Money Mark in the chat also saying after Malice in the Palace fighting was over in the NBA. I agree because I remember watching that live.
Incredible. Not like obviously what happened wasn't, but just
right.
I had never seen anything like that before in my life. I was like, this is fucking unbelievable. What is going on here? Just beating the shit out of fans.
Yeah.
Some of them deserved it. Detroit.
I mean,
but you know, listen. Look, once the situation gets crazy, if you're one of the guys going in, you deserve what you get. You deserve what you get.
Absolutely.
If I'm in the stands and that goes down, guess where I'm going? I'm making my way.
I'm leaving.
I'm not saying I'm not going to stay and watch it, but I'm making my way far away where I can be a natural observer and be like, I can't believe this.
But it's also the thing of like
Jermaine O'Neal, 7 feet of Jermaine O'Neal's coming at you. You're like, yeah, let me square up. You deserve to be in a coma. You deserve to be in a coma.
But like,
what is wrong with you?
The moment a fan interacts physically with the talent, right?
Yeah.
either by throwing something on the court,
Correct.
throwing their beer,
Mm-hmm.
like insults or whatever. Like, not that I'm saying like you should go to a basketball game and hurl racist insults.
That is different.
That
you
is
are
different.
You are allowed to boo, and you are allowed if you have a funny insult. Yeah,
Mhm.
like you're allowed. You suck is fun. Like you're allowed to be a fan, but there's a difference between being a fan and being a piece of shit.
Correct.
And when you say piece of shit things, not only should the players
you
be
should
able
have
to hit
consequences.
Yeah, the players. I understand because the players react sometimes, and they have that right. What pisses me off is that I don't think enough fans react. Because if I was anywhere near somebody who said something like who was saying things that were like really inappropriate, like I'm talking like when it comes to racial or stuff like that, I'm me to who and I'm probably like yelling "shut up." But if he doesn't stop,
the people around you should be held accountable as well. Like, I'll don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like I'll kind of look around to the other fans, and I'm like, okay, there's two options here. Either we can stop it, like us, or I can just go get him kicked out. So what do you want to do? And then we just kind of figure it.
That is very, very true. But it's just one of those things of, I can't believe that happened. And there is a documentary out there that, like, as an adult brain, I go, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But at the time, as like a young fan, you're like, I have no idea what racial injustice is. I don't know what the nuances of all of this means.
Yeah. I mean, our test, it felt like they had just had the hard foul with Ben Wallace, hit him hard. They were pushing each other. Tensions were high. And then our test, and this was young Ron, our test, but our test goes and lays down on the scores table, which was him basically being a kind of crappy, like a little, and then he gets something thrown at him by a fan. Not okay. Fan should have been ejected or whatnot. And again, as a pro athlete, I think you need to know that you can't really you can't do that. Like he just gets up and beelines it into the crowd, and he starts attacking the wrong guy, by the way. Like the first guy was not the guy that, and then it just turned into, and then Steven Jackson's coming out and just throwing haymakers and just crushing people. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, imagine you would just like imagine me there. Random ass guy. Am I getting swung at? Like,
what is happening? These because he swung at the wrong guy.
Oh yeah, nuts. And these guys are like they're basketball players. They're not normal guys. They're like 6'8". These are like the biggest human beings you'll ever see. Like, I don't know about where you grew up. Not even the basketball players on my high school team and where I went to. They're not 6'8". Like, these are the biggest individuals you will ever see, just running full right at you. And you're like, I'm going to die right now. Like, my life, this could be my life.
I mean, so what? So I'm looking at the Wikipedia page because I wanted to know how much money did each of these people lose? I mean,
our test got suspended the whole rest of the year.
He was the rest of the year, 86 games, salary lost of almost $5 million.
That's pretty good.
Steven Jackson, 30 games, $1.7 million. Jermaine O'Neal, 15 games. It was reduced due to the appeal, which I remember.
Yeah.
For $4 million, which is.
Well, he made a ton of money. He was a big money guy. So he got paid. Yeah. He got paid way more than the other two guys. Yes.
Yeah. And then everyone else, like Ben Wallace was only 5, Anthony Johnson 5, Reggie Miller 1. But like, from what I remember, Reggie Miller was like trying to pull.
Oh yeah, Reggie Miller wasn't going to be going in the crowd and fighting. He was a veteran.
He had a lot to lose.
That was the Pacers were good that year, and the Pacers were like either favored or one of the favorites to make it to the finals because that's when they were really good. And I think Reggie was when that happened. Reggie was like, "This is one of my last chances to win a ring." And this whole season is fucked now because of this. So I think Reggie was like, damn, like shit. Like we got, And like, I think Jermaine O'Neal got it reduced because he never went into the stands. He ended up fighting people, but that was because
but they came
went on the
court
and were like I said, squaring up with him. And he was like, what?
What
and this fucking kid that looks like, I'm not disparaging, but like, this 5 foot nothing chubby kid takes a swing at Jermaine O'Neal, bro. What do you think is gonna happen to you? You are gonna get murdered. And he just, first of all, his wingspan, if Jermaine O'Neal laid down and did his wingspan, he's taller than your dumbass. His arm is taller than you idiot. Yeah. And he got punched right in the face.
Y'all can go watch those. Not now. Please do not leave. HUD, don't even say that in the chat.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
But of all the brawls, like that's so every time that there's like an anarchy in the arena or like, a stadium stampede, it's like that, but like obviously scripted. Correct. But it's just like that same kind of feeling that I love. I mean, last year when like bodies hit the floor, that's what I imagine this song that was playing in everybody's brain when Malice in the Palace was happening. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine all this?
I still say to this day, when bodies came on during that match, I've had the privilege of going to a lot of big time wrestling events and being there live for some big shit. I don't think I have ever been more jealous to not be somewhere when bodies came on. I was like, bro, not even that, like those type of matches aren't even my favorite type of matches, but it looks like it would just be fun to be a part of. Just craziness happening and it's all over the place. But when that song specifically came on, I was like, dude, because that's like 13-year-old me. That song. That's like, dude, you're playing this song. That album fucking rules. Like I was like, this is everything I would ever want. I was sitting here watching it and I was like, I very rarely mark out. I marked out yesterday for something we'll talk about in a little bit. But I very rarely nowadays like actually mark out for stuff. Like I get excited and I love wrestling still, but I never like mark out. And when bodies came on, I was sitting in this chair like marking out. Like I was like,
apologies, I'm here. This is my mom texting me.
Oh. All right.
And she just sent like picture after picture after my mom's a quilter.
Oh, so she's been making stuff. She's
making stuff.
She's been doing it.
Well,
good on mom. It's good. It's good to have a hobby.
It's so funny because like my mom the other day asked me, "What is your favorite color?"
Purple for me.
And I go, I wear a lot of black, I wear a lot of pink, I wear a lot of green. And she goes, I remember you loved green because there was a time that I only wore the color green.
Okay. Why?
So, because
You just dug it?
I probably wanted to be a frog for a second,
That's fair. Are you Irish?
Yeah. We are actually from Northern Ireland, which is where my clan is from, the Guilfoy clan.
Guilfoy, hell yeah,
Gilfoy.
All right, I went to Ireland. I didn't go to the northern part, but I've been to Ireland. I was in the south. And it was a hell of a time. I want to go back. I've always wanted to go back since. Okay. It's tremendous.
Well, we've gone all over the place right now, and I love it. If y'all didn't know, Darby Allin got married. Congrats to Darby Allin. Darby Allin got married literally in
I was gonna say, like right near you.
Yeah, right near me. I just think it's so funny because getting that text during my reunion to like come hang out, I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
And they sent me a picture of Brody on their ferry boat, which it's like, hey, this guy has to be a wrestler because he's that big.
Huge. But like, no, he's actually a metal singer, bro. Yeah, I mean, we were talking a little bit off air about it before we went live, and I was like, Odd to plan your wedding the day before a pay.
Right?
Like, I'm sure he didn't know what match he was going to be in when they planned the wedding yet. But like, odd to plan the wedding for the day before a pay-per-view on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're getting married? All right, cool. Have a good party. Tomorrow night you're going to get yeeted off the top of this cage and probably get stretchered out of the arena. But enjoy your wedding.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is kind
He's
of
getting thrown off the top of that cage.
Yeah.
If anybody's, it's him. He's getting thrown off the top of the cage.
Because, like, I had seen earlier that Bam Margera was in the area because there was a picture of him down on the pier. But that was, like, Thursday. So I was like, okay, him being married on Friday and then going to San Jose, that's not too far of a flight. But still, the fact that it was literally last night.
I loved Viva La Bam.
I loved Viva La Bam too. That was also a thing that we were talking about at my
reunion. She likes Slayer. I fucking R.I.P. Ryan Dunn. I loved Ryan Dunn. Yeah, that show was just incredible with Phil, his dad, and Don Vito, crazy motherfucker. Turned out to be a bad dude, but you know. But in the moment, Don Vito was hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, Viva La Bam was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think his uncle is passed away.
That was Don Vito, yeah.
Yeah, Don Vito.
And then I think, yeah, Phil's still around. And April, his mom, April, who was hilarious. Mm-hmm. They would always play the pranks on her and scare the shit out of her.
Can I tell you, she always reminded me of my mom because, like, I grew up with 2 brothers.
Yeah.
And 2 sisters. And then there's me in the middle, which was fun. But I loved hanging out with my brothers because my brothers were constantly doing that shit. And I think that Viva La Bam and Jackass itself really enabled my brothers to do some of these pranks. And it was the thing of, like, my dad was never around. So, like, of course, put saran wrap on the toilet.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Speaking of Jackass, their last movie just came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Just came out, or yesterday.
I'll probably go see it.
Yeah, I probably will too.
There's a lot of good movies out right now.
Those guys have entertained me for a long, long, long time. And all of those movies are hysterical.
I mean, Johnny Knoxville, still one of my favorite WrestleMania matches.
And still one of the greatest. Against the guy who became world champion yesterday. WWE pinned Cody. Pinned Cody.
Okay.
To become WWE champion.
So I know I usually don't watch.
Yeah. I thought yesterday was actually a pretty decent show.
I thought it was ass.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think it had 2 things. No. Well, let me hear.
Yeah, go ahead.
Obafemi winning the King of the Ring at the beginning.
Yeah,
which I was afraid they weren't going to do. I thought that was good. Mm-hmm. Sammy winning the world title and that triple threat match I thought was really good. Everything in between, not so much. Not so much. But I thought it was bookended with, like, actually 2 things that were actually good. If that makes sense.
I couldn't agree more. It was mostly background noise for a lot of things, but Night of Champions I thought was ass. It was mid. And I don't know what the fuck happened with that Tiffany Stratton Jade match because.
Well, it's very clear, and it has been very clear in Saudi that they don't give a shit when the women wrestle. The crowd does not care when the women
match.
Wrestle. Yeah,
to begin
with, which I was afraid of. I wanted it to be a good match. I thought Jade was good in the match. The Jade was good. It's 3 for me. It's 3 good. Now again, nothing's going to equal the quality of the Rhea matches for Jade. But I thought it was 3 straight good performances from Jade at a pay-per-view. But yeah, just the match in general. I mean, Tiffany Stratton has made it pretty clear that she wants to kind of go to Hollywood and doesn't want to do.
I don't think that this is her passion. You know what I mean? Like, this is not where she wants to be. So
yeah. But yeah, listen, I thought the EO, I said it a month ago, Collins. I knew they were going to do this shit. I knew they were going to do this shit because it was fucking lazy. But I said a month ago that the finals were going to be EO and Liv, and that EO was just going to win, and they were just going to run it back at SummerSlam. Cool. So instead, you could have just had. Why couldn't? I know she beat Raquel in the semifinals. Why couldn't you just have had EO go through all of the Judgment Day people, and have Liv do something else for a month? And like Roxanne could have been in a match and won her first match, and she could have been EO's opponent in the quarterfinals or semifinals. Could have been Roxanne. He beats Roxanne. Then on the other side of it, you could have just had Raquel go to the finals, and then the finals could have been Raquel and EO, with Liv kind of in the background being like, well, and then EO beats everybody in the Judgment Day, and then she goes, okay, Liv, you and me now. And then you get the match that we're already...
Would make sense. We wouldn't even have to go through all of this shit.
Come on, man. It's just... And again, not upset about EO winning the Queen of the Ring. She's awesome. Not upset about even the matchup. I thought the match was decent. I expect the one at SummerSlam to be pretty damn good. But it's just the laziest way of getting there possible.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on. And I was afraid that we were going to get the Brock stuff with Oba, but they just had Oba win, which was the proper.
That was great.
And I thought that match wasn't, you're limited when it's Jey Uso, but like, I thought that match was actually pretty laid out pretty well. They made Jey look good in spots where, he is a former world champion. I don't think Oba can just kind of run through him. Like, they have to make Jey look serviceable at least. It's a former champ. And I thought they did a good job, but Oba basically handled business. Now I ask, okay, all right. The Trick Williams and Ricky mid, not the greatest. Trick wins, fine.
Not great.
Not the greatest, but Trick wins.
And
Trick
I
is
love
over.
both of them
and exactly.
so much.
I love them both. It is what it is. Fine. Tiffany and Jade wasn't that great. I would have had Jade win it, but Tiffy wins. Fine. I think they're going to do Tiffy and Blake at SummerSlam, and I think Blake's winning that title. But main event, which I thought was the best match on the show by far, obviously, with these three guys, Cody, Gunther, Sammy. I thought this was really good. I thought at one point I thought Gunther was going to win. Then I was like, oh, they're just doing Cody. And then, I went into it, and I think I put on Twitter, I said, Sammy should absolutely steal this.
It was a pleasant surprise, but I'm going to tell you something. Okay. So after looking at this card, right? 6 matches. And I get it, Mike. You're in the chat saying it was only 3 hours. I'm always going to complain about ads. Okay. Like,
it's awful. It's so bad.
But in between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, they go to a whole shit ton of ads. And then they do the post show to say, this is what's happened at the show. And I go, what the fuck is going on? Absolutely do not need this. And it was one of those things of like, when are they going to start the main event? Literally, like, went and did something else. It was up on my computer. I was waiting for other things. Probably 25 minutes had went by. 30 minutes has gone by. And they still hadn't started the motherfucking main event. What are we doing?
It's just par for the course nowadays.
You're expecting people to sit here and endure that? And literally, like, I love Big E. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love their post show. Like, it's great for what it is. But I don't need you in the middle of the show that I'm supposedly watching to recap what's happening in the show ad nauseum.
Yep. Yeah, it's a problem. It's still a problem. Like, I felt like, obviously, WrestleMania, everyone was going bananas.
Correct.
Because it was
I get it
prevalent.
for WrestleMania.
And then Backlash, there wasn't, I mean, there were still ads, but it felt way more less, and it felt like a smoother show. And now last night kind of felt like it was back to it was literally match ends, commercial break. Then it was, here's a look back at this. There's a reason for that, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, brother, it's like, dude, there should not be 15 to 20 minutes in between these fucking matches, bro. Right. That is not how wrestling shows work, man. Like, and it's just crazy. And like, you know, I hate comparing, but yeah, that was a 3-hour show with 6 matches. Tonight, we're going to be watching a 11, 12 match show. And granted, it's going to go way more than 3 hours.
Right.
But we're going to squeeze double or more than double the amount of matches and just a few more hours. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. But somebody said in the chat that they think that Cody is going to win the title back from Sammy before SummerSlam. Cody ain't winning that belt. Cody's not winning that belt.
He's not winning that belt.
Unfortunately, I think Brock Lesnar's going to win that belt.
Oh, Money Mark over here saying Rosenberg compared Sammy's speech to the awesome 316 promo.
He did.
Okay, so can I tell you something? That is my party trick. So last night, one of my friends, my college friends who had gone to like some local wrestling shows was asking if I still do ring announcing and all the things. And when I get invited, I do, but it's what I used to do. And so I was like talking about the lore and all of that. One of my guy friends, Seth, he goes, do you remember when you just like used to go around it pretending that you were Stone Cold Steve Austin in the hallway and just started like quoting the Stone Cold Steve Austin promo to people? That escaped my memory. But I used to go around in high school and I would whisper in people's ears, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
What? Yeah. Listen, didn't we all? Yeah.
Nothing Sammy does at this point right now will ever compare to that at all.
Oh, no, come on. Listen.
We are not recreating that 1996 moment.
It was a great moment. It was well-deserved. It was long overdue. He's been in the company for main roster for 10 years. And he was 0-10. No, that was his 10th. So he was 0-9 in world championship opportunities before yesterday. And he came out. He is a Muslim. He came out in I don't know the proper name for what he was wearing, but he came out and the crowd obviously
he wasn't able to wrestle those first couple Saudi shows.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. So, and then I thought he should have won the Royal Rumble when it was there, or, but they didn't go that route. He had the world title match. Right. A lot of people thought he maybe was going to win that match outright. He didn't. But then you get to this, he wins the world title. It's a great moment. He's crying in the middle of the ring, and he's a bad guy, but the crowd doesn't care. Most of us didn't care. I think everybody was pretty genuinely happy for that guy. Everybody. And you saw a lot of other wrestlers in all companies saying like, damn, hell yeah. Like, good for Sammy. Jey Uso on his Uso on his Instagram was like, hell yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. I don't know if you saw Karrion Kross was like on a panel somewhere.
He was on a panel.
And he stood up. Somebody told him, and he like stood up and put his hands up, and he was like, and that was cool. Cody, I know, is happy in real life. Like, everybody's happy for Sammy. And I wanted to read, did you see the Kevin Owens tweet?
No.
Okay, I wanted to read the Kevin Owens tweet because I found myself getting emotional when he did it. Okay. So let me pull it up. I thought I had it saved, but apparently I don't because I am an unprofessional piece of shit. But
never.
Hold on.
Never.
No. God damn it. You can talk while it takes me 9 years to find something.
Can I tell you? So before we went live, I saw that HUD. You mentioned my dogs. You said, how many times will the pups be scolded today? Over or under, set at 2.5. I'm going to tell you, they got a stern talking to this morning because
knock on wood, they've been quiet today.
They've been quiet. However, I had to bribe them a little bit earlier. They woke us up at 5 a.m. Can I tell you, waking up at 5 a.m. when you were hungover?
Yeah.
And not trying to vom city is like torture.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I believe that, like, Guantanamo Bay, like, that's what they did, is just have dogs bark at you.
Yeah.
While you're hungover. Sorry, that's war crime. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up. But, like, you know, like what is that extraordinary or extra whatever? I can't think. Inhumane, basically, sense of torture. So, maybe. Clown, you have a wonderful dog that loves to sit in bed all day. Unfortunately, I have a geriatric chihuahua who thinks that he owns this motherfucking house, and a blind ass pug beagle mix that when she hears barks, repeats those barks. And then they're just doing a fucking bark off at 5 in the fucking morning over my sleeping body.
Well, all right. That's exciting.
So I yelled and I said, get the fuck out of here. You know, I'm yelling at them. Sorry, guys, I'm saying the F word over here. And I'm yelling, and my husband, like, took them outside, and they were still menaces. They came back inside, and they were demanding their food.
Yeah.
So I gave them their food, and then I went and properly took a shower. I came back, and they were still fucking barking at me.
Well, stop pissing them off. What do you want me to say?
So I literally got up and left, and I went to get a coffee.
Yeah. Like, I'm not dealing with you too.
I'm not. But
that's
when I came back, and my landlord was telling me about all the stuff that they're doing today. So.
Oh, they're lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, love them. Love
them. All right. So Kevin Owens tweeted this, an hour or so after Sammy won, a couple hours after. He said, I've missed a lot of things I wish I hadn't in the last 15 months because of this injury, but today is by far the one I wish I had been there for the most. He has brought out the best in me as both an ally and a foe. That's because he is the best. When you're consistently that good for that long, you become undeniable. Sammy becoming WWE champion was inevitable. He has deserved that moment for a very long time, and I am so happy to see him finally get it. Now enjoy these pictures of me annoying him at various stages of our careers. The last one is him putting on my sock in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere in Texas because I thought I had broken my back the night before and could not move. He had to help me put my boxers on too. And then he goes, look how happy he is, ... Now tell me he doesn't deserve to be champion. And I saw that, and I got emotional about it. And I was like, that's like his best friend.
So wrestling made you cry is what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't cry, but yeah, I got him. I was like, I could feel it. You know, I was just like, oh, like at the same time, I knew how happy he was, but I also knew how much he probably wanted to be there for that, you know? And I know how much, if he was healthy, we all wanted him to be there and go out to the ring and hug Sammy and then fucking powerbomb him and set up Sammy and KO for the titles. Cause that's what we want. With that, I want a healthy KO back, and I want him to package pile driver Sammy through the announce table like Sammy tried to do Cody yesterday. And then I want KO versus Sami Zayn for the world title at a pay-per-view. Thank you, please, and thanks. No, but that was a great tweet. You know, those guys, you know, their history is just, it's unmatched.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, I miss that guy, Kevin Owens.
I do too. Oh my God.
But Sami Zayn's going to lose the world title to Brock Lesnar at Saturday night's main event in MSG. And then Oba and Brock are going to have their last match at SummerSlam, and Oba's going to beat Brock for the title. You've heard it here first.
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Oh, Alexa Bliss in the chat is mentioning on the post show last night, Gunther and Nick Aldis got physical with each other. So I think that Gunther versus Nick Aldis could be a SummerSlam match. I really do.
I'm into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Gunther Aldis was in the back in Gorilla, and Gunther came back right out of the curtain and he said, "Hey, you keep screwing me." He goes, "You screwed me tonight by having Sammy in the match. You screwed me last week with him as the ref. Like, what's your problem with me?" And Aldis was going back at him.
Wow.
And then Aldis swore at Gunther. He said, like, I don't know what he said, like, "Get the hell out of here," or "Get the F out of here," or whatever. And Gunther grabbed him and shoved him, and they had to be separated. But it got physical. So they did that. So
wild.
Yeah. And one thing I will say, the only match we didn't mention when we were just going through the middle was the cage match with Seth and Braun. That match, the beginning was kind of the end, that whole second half of that match was fucking awesome.
Was fantastic.
And it was brutal. But let me tell you this. What the fuck are we doing with Braun Breaker?
What are we doing? Please.
Mark, I think because, and I'm glad Mark in the chat asked the question, who faces Roman? I still think because he won, I think it's Rollins and Roman still at SummerSlam. Because they gave Seth that win. Seth did not need that win. Braun needed that win. And we continue to push Braun down. Another big match. Another great match by Braun Breaker that he ends up losing, another big loss for a guy who should not be losing, period. End of story. And I don't know what the hell they're doing with him, but I think Seth getting that win, I think he moves on from the Vision now and he's not dealing with them anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be Seth and Roman for the title on the Raw side of things. And I think Oba's going to challenge whoever the WWE champion is on SmackDown. That's what I think. Which I think will be Brock Lesnar.
I don't want to speak that into.
I don't either, but I don't think it's going to be Oba and. I mean, it could be Oba and Sammy's an easier guy for, not like in ring wise, but like Sammy's a character wise. Like I think the WWE would rather Oba beat Sammy for the title than Cody or Roman. You know what I mean? So it could just end up being Oba and Sammy, but to me, if Oba just comes out and is like, "I choose Sami Zayn instead of Roman," I'm like, wuss.
That doesn't make sense, though.
No, I'd be like, what a wuss. That's how I would feel. I'd be like, you go after the big dog, motherfucker. You go after the OTC. You just talk shit to Jay, saying that he's not the family member you're worried about. Well, then you go challenge the family member now. What the hell? Anyway.
That's insane.
Am I correct? What?
That's insane.
What?
You know.
Am I wrong?
That's crazy.
Anyway, I don't know what they're going to do now, though, because now Oba's the guy, so he's going to be facing one of the world champions.
Mm-hmm.
And my opinion is that he's not going to be fighting Roman. I think they're going to save that for a Mania. I think they're going to save that, even though I think it should be Roman and he should just beat Roman.
What are we doing? I'm bashing my head up against the wall. But speaking of things, tonight there are 3.
Well, one starts this afternoon. Slammiversary is at 4.
Slammiversary starts at 4, which is
in Boston. And I'm still
1 p.m. my time.
I'm still on the fence if I might go. The second we get out of here, I could take a little drive.
You could just take a little detour and
go
there, and then
listen. Forbidden Door is the show I care about the most today. Mm-hmm. Of the 3 that are today, Slammiversary is the one I care about the least. And I know that I would miss a significant chunk of, not significant, but I would miss a chunk of Forbidden Door if I were to attend.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
that's fair. It's interesting because looking at the card, I don't watch TNA on a weekly basis. I follow whatever is going on online. including the pre-show matches. There are 10 matches on the card, with the main event being Mike Santana versus Nick Nemeth. This is Nick Nemeth's Call Your Shot championship match. That one is actually worth watching, in my opinion, although
I agree.
Ling versus Zaya Brookside, I think, is also going to be great for the TNA Knockouts Championship.
The Ultimate X match looks amazing. Red is back in that Ultimate X match, which looks really good. Mustafa Ali has an open challenge. A lot of debate on who that might be. You think so? Yeah, I think it's going to be Apollo Crews.
There's also rumor about Apollo Crews coming, which they've had some good matches in the past. So it's interesting. I mean, the system, which I really enjoy, what Brian Myers and Bear Bronson have been doing on TNA. The Righteous, I think, is going to come up on top and win those tag belts.
Is that a 3-way match?
It's a 4-way ladder match. 4-way. The Hardys are in there. The Great Hands, which I'm not as familiar with Jason Hotch and John Schuyler, but I mean,
Hotch is good. I've seen Hotch.
The internet is full of information as well. So, but I think that the Righteous are going to come up on top. I think that that's the road that they're going to go down. So, yeah,
I would think so. Look, I think Slammiversary is going to be a good show.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good show. I think, despite the goings on that happened last week with all these people leaving and coming and going, and it sounds like there's a lot of TNA being TNA here. But in match caliber, I mean, even just the pre-show match of Indy Hartwell, Elena Black, and how do I say her name? Mara Sadie.
Mara Sadie.
Yeah. That's going to be a fantastic match. And Eric Young versus Ricky Sosa, which is going to be...
Ricky Sosa is a big deal. He's going to be a big deal. He's going to be a big deal.
He's going to be a big deal. So I think there's a lot of things on the Slammiversary card that are worth watching. If you have the TNA Plus, which I do till August 1st.
Okay.
It's available there. You can watch it before Forbidden Door. Also, to mention is NXT. What is it? Great American Bash.
Great American Bash. That card looks pretty okay too. They already announced the main event is going to be the women's title,
which
Lola Vice and Kendall Gray. I think tonight is the night Kendall Gray is going to be crowned. I think they're changing both heavyweight. I think Naraku, but Evil will be winning. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be the new men's champion, and I think Kendall Gray is going to end the show as the new women's champion. And this is the first ever NXT. They're doing it on the CW, their regular TV network.
Oh, love that.
They're doing the PLE on CW, so it'll be on their regular cable channel. Tatum and Zarya will also be great, but I think this is Tatum's swan song. I think she might be main roster bound after this. But I think that show, Ophelia, I'm right with you. I think again, and they've done this multiple times, just an absolute disservice to the NXT talent, putting them against Forbidden Door, because I just like. For me, I have 2 monitors, so I might be okay. But for me, if I'm in a position where I'm watching one, it's not even close. Yeah. It's not even close to what I would be watching, and I just think there's some good match. You want to crown Kendall Gray as the next face of your brand.
You want eyes on that.
You want eyes on that. And if it's in the middle of a pay-per-view that people are going to spend money for, you're not going to get eyes on it. And I think that's a disservice, because they're in NXT right now is in a position where they're transitioning to the new stars that are going to lead the brand for the next year or two. And it feels like tonight is a pivotal night. I think there's going to be new champions, new stories. I think tonight is going to be a strong night for them, but it's going to be, to some people, clearly the second option, but to some might even be the third option of the day. And I don't think that that's fair. Just so what? You can take some viewers away from AEW because I mean, obviously WWE doesn't care about them. They don't look at them as an actual thing or anything like that. Of course not.
Yeah.
But I just think the talent there deserves better. So it's not good.
I agree. But that's going to go on. I mean, if you love NXT and you want to support NXT and you'll catch Forbidden Door on the replay, go ahead and watch that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, watch what you watch. But yeah.
However, can I just tell you, I'm very excited for Forbidden Door. I mean, I think the match that I'm the most excited about is a women's match.
Okay.
And we'll get to it. But are you ready to jump into our little predictions?
Oh, I am.
All right. Well, we have, as of this morning, we only have 11 matches and 2 pre-show matches, which
I like it.
That's fine for me. Both the pre-show matches right now are listed as, yes, Sask's writer. It is Tekla versus Starlight Kid. Our 2 matches for the pre-show are women's matches, which I love. We have
there are 4 women's matches on this show tonight. 4.
I think Tony Khan, I selfishly think Tony Khan heard me talking shit to him, being like, hey, you're not booking the women.
Yeah.
And he goes, fine.
You have an 11 match card and 4 of them are like that's what we're talking about. That's what we're fucking talking about. So
let's give them time too. So you have Sky Blue versus sorry, excuse me.
Wow, you must not like this person. Jeez. Apparently Sky Blue's opponent tonight puts Auntie to sleep.
Oh God. I'm yawning not because I am tired. I'm gonna go take a fucking hard ass nap. Yeah. I'm gonna go order myself a bacon, egg, and cheese or something. Like
hell yeah, first of all.
But it's Meika, who, if you are familiar, is from the wonderful world of Stardom. She is a former Stardom champion. She is a founding member of Donna Del Mundo and the current leader of Empress Nexus Venus Stable, also known as Club Venus if you watch Stardom, which, I mean, her debut was in 2019, so she's really only been wrestling for 7 years.
Okay.
She's an Umbebe, but she has this talent, this presence, this aura. Her gear, I mean, I think all the Stardom girls have the best gear, but she's very, very flippy, very leader aura kind of thing. So I'm excited to see what Sky Blue pulls out of her. Who do you think is going to win and why?
I'm picking Sky Blue here. I think this is a qualifying match for the survival of the fittest. I think they're going to have an AEW person win and be in that match. And I think you need to make Tekla's, to me, I love Tekla. I like that group. Right. But the other 2 they lose everything all the time.
That's true.
And I think it would be good for somebody else in that group to look strong. I don't think that Sky Blue is going to win the TBS title on Wednesday, but I think she's deserving to be in that match to try to win it.
Right.
And I don't know much about the opponent, but I know the Stardom girls are very good at what they do. But I think Sky Blue gets a big win and she'll be fighting for the title on Wednesday.
It would be really great to see, a great opportunity for her. And I think the fun part about a lot of these Stardom matches is that it brings out people that I've seen, it's the thing of like, you see vaguely, you see like different pictures or, this person won this belt or these people are in this stable. And just seeing how Sky Blue really has kind of come into her own, I guess, especially in that upset, right? With Maya World, with the upset, I feel like Sky Blue should go to Japan. I
Okay.
think I think that Sky Blue and Julia could really take on the Stardom girls. I think that that would be a really, really cool awakening for them, because we saw that Anna Jay did, and when Anna Jay came back, it was like, oh, like she's actually wrestling and getting things. So I would love to see them in Sky or in Stardom. Since this is a pre-show match, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that a lot of Stardom people are going to be winning matches. I would like to see her winning. Meika. So, Meika.
Yeah. I mean, them throwing in, because what, the survival of the fittest, what, 6 of them there's going to be, right? 6? So them throwing in a person, because Persephone's already in there.
Yeah.
And she technically represents CMLL, right?
CMLL.
So you have a representative from them. If Maika wins, then you do get, so sprinkling in a couple non-AEW people isn't a bad thing. I just feel like, for me, I just want to see Julia Hart and Sky Blue presented stronger. I know Tekla's obviously the world champ and she's the main piece of that trio, but that doesn't mean that I don't want them to look like, cronies, like her cronies. I want them to look like they're also actually good. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So I don't know. I think that that's also the thing of like, I want their feud to continue so that there's a reason for Sky Blue to go to Japan,
Correct. Yeah, that's fair.
But sorry guys, I'm getting the hangover sleepies over here. We have the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion Megan Bayne and Lena Cross versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia. I'm fucking excited to see Olympia once again because hell to the motherfucking yeah. Thunder Rosa and Olympia are not winning these championships, but you know what I love about Megan Bayne and Lena Cross is that they make everyone look good. While they look even fucking better. So I agree, Carl, about Sky Blue, that they deserve better than sidekick duty. But who do you have winning in this?
Oh yeah, Divine Dominion is Divine Dominion all day. Now this is there's no way they're losing these titles. They're holding them until, listen, they're not losing them until they lose them to the Birds, baby, at All In. That's what's happening that's not a bad comp. That's not a bad comp at all.
It's great company to be in. So
yeah.
I think that, was it 2 weeks ago that Lena and Megan did like that powerful promo?
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
Backstage, and I was like, okay, like,
yeah, they're good.
I'm hot for Lena Cross and Megan Bayne.
Yep.
All right, we got a super chat over here. Thank you so much, Binky. Binky, I love seeing all your stuff on social media right now, so it's all good. Good Sunday, y'all. With AEW tonight, do you see any surprises? Ospreay is the obvious choice for All In. Is the card itself too predictable or just right? What do you think?
I would like to see Hangman come back tonight. That'd be nice. I don't think so. If I were going to pick anything, I know Mike just said it in the chat too. If I was going to pick any surprises, I think the return of Hangman tonight would be the one I would say is the most likely. But I think it's going to be rather like standard fare. Like, I think we're just going to have a good night of matches and show. Like, I don't think anything super sizable is going to happen tonight. I think it's just going to be good matches with decisive victors. And, there's no world championship match on the men's side because of the cage match. I think they're really going to the main match for the men is that finals of the Owen.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the world title match with the ladies and obviously the finals of the Owen there too. But like Swerve and Ospreay, and Mike just said it, and that promo face to face, Swerve and Ospreay both mentioned him. Swerve mentioned him a few times.
A few times.
So I could see, I don't know who he comes out and helps. Like imagine like Ospreay, we're not there, but we all know fucking Ospreay's winning. We'll talk about it more, but we all fucking know this one. But wouldn't it be crazy if Hangman came out and like tried to help Swerve or something like nuts, like something crazy or something? I don't know. But if I had to pick a surprise, it would be Hangman returning. But I don't know. I think we're obviously definitely getting him before All In, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I would bank on that, but
I think, not to just piggyback off of yours, I do see a Hangman returning. I don't really see any upsets. However,
I think there's a few possibilities, and also on the ladies' side, of things as well.
I might be upset because I'm worried about Cope and Christian.
No, they're not losing. You think they're losing?
I said I'm worried.
Why are you worried? I wouldn't be worried.
Because the Dolks have been very dominant going into this pay-per-view.
That is true. I do think they've done a really, really good job in booking them strong to make them look legitimate, and then they're going to lose, and I'm not going to care about them anymore.
I don't think so. But I'm not going to I'm not going to put my chips there because Cope is my boy.
There's no way that they're not champions going into Montreal in Canada next month.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Or All In against the Bucks. I think it's going to be them, the Bucks, and FTR at All In.
Okay.
Has to be, right?
They just said that they're on a
They did that little thing on Wednesday when they were beating the crap. They were beating the crap out of the dogs when they were interviewing the Bucks on Dynamite. And then they threw them through the doors, and the Bucks and them had that little thing where they kind of stared at each other, and that was a tease. That was a tease. I think it's going to be not one-on-one because it's a tag match, but I think the match at Redemption, I think it is going to be Cope and Christian versus the Bucks for the title.
That's going to be so hot.
I think that's going to be the match, and then I think it turns into a triple threat match at All In, and I think that's when the New Day returns after that match. I think the Bucks win the titles at All In that match, and then I think the New Day debut at All In. I like that
so much.
And then then I take my shirt off and start twirling. That's what I do. But
if we're also saying tag teams that we'd like to show up in AEW, I need to see Motor City.
They'll be there before the New Day. I think Motor City debuts on the way to All In. I think that's a big Dynamite in Detroit, like right after their 90 days. How do you not? So I think they're going to debut on the way to All In. And don't get me wrong, you want to sell tickets, showing the New Day before as a lead-in will sell tickets. So like, duh. But I think if you wanted to, and you have enough firepower, like you could just have the New Day show up at All In. And it's like, oh shit. Like that's one of like the real memories of that show that you can show forever is them showing up at All In front of all those people. That would be cool.
Speaking of the dogs, and HUD is over here saying, who does Gabe Kidd join when he comes back? The dogs are Death Riders. And I made a tweet this last week because I said, is Gabe Kidd in the dogs or is he in the Death Riders? Because he's basically their little pet. He's their little service animal at this point.
Yeah. Well, he came back in Japan, right? He looks great.
He looks fucking
unreal.
Great. And he's cut.
Yeah,
he's lean.
He's going to be in the G1. I would expect him to have a deep run in the G1.
I'm expecting him to win the G1.
I was going to say I could. Yeah. Him at Wrestle Kingdom.
I'll put money.
Him and Suji or whoever it is at Wrestle Kingdom in the title. And Clown said it. He was wearing a Death Rider shirt when he came back, and he is friend. Obviously, when the dogs first came over, they were a trio. They won the trios title for a day. I think he's with the dogs, but I also think in AEW canon, the Dogs and the Death Riders are friendly. Like
Right.
they're not in the same group, but they're buddies with each other. So I think there's a way that he's just kind of not in both, but like with the Dogs, but also buddy friendly with. I don't expect Gabe Kidd to be on AEW television until after the G1 to begin
Right.
with. So, and by that time, I think Moxley will be a heel again, like a full-on heel again. But we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there. Great question, Beaky. Love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate your face so much. Great questions. Get in your super chats if you want it read on here. Honestly, I want to see Jay White back, but I don't think that Jay White is ready to come back yet.
It's been a long time.
What did you think? Did you see? Did you see the promo? Well, the pre-recorded segment of the dog factory. Something I can't.
The Dog Factory.
No, it was Juice's something. Oh motherfuck.
No, I did not. Juice Robinson?
Yeah, there's a Juice.
I love Juice.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me see if I can patch this in. Oh, let me actually spell, guys.
I no, I don't. I did not see it. I did not see it.
Okay. Gun Club Juice Robinson. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Was it on Collision?
I can't remember if it was not on Collision.
Was it just an internet thing?
Y'all, was
it?
It
wasn't.
it
wasn't on.
I don't
Dynamite.
think it was on.
I don't
Dynamite.
remember it. Yeah, I don't remember it on Dynamite.
Okay. But it's basically like they were doing like a old style kind of vignette thing.
Okay.
But it was like Juice Robinson's like neutering factory. Oh, the bang here is to spray and neuter any dogs.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna attempt to do this because I need you to see.
Are we gonna get copyright for this though?
No. Why would we?
AEW would take it down.
No. Okay. You have to see it.
We're getting kicked off the air right now. We're 100% getting kicked off the air.
Oh wait, can you hear it? You can't hear it. Hold on. That's the whole thing.
Oh, so it's like very old school looking.
Yeah, it's very old school different.
Got it.
Okay, hold on. You have to hear it. Okay, got it. Okay. You have to hear
sparking,
it.
fighting, fleas.
Okay, hold on. Are you ready for this?
Not bad.
Do you have a problem with stray dogs? Do you have a problem with stray dogs?
You're gonna get a letter from the office for that, just so you know.
Okay, fine. Get a letter from the office. I needed everybody to see that because I need everybody to line up that chat because that is the funniest fucking shit I have seen in a very fucking long time.
Yeah, that was good.
Because if you're going to name your stable, your faction, the Dogs, that's easy peasy right there. Lemon squeezy, snip, snip. Get him. That guy is married to Tony Storm. And Tony Storm appreciation over here.
Good for him.
I need more of that. I need more whimsy. I need more things like that on my TV, you know?
Yeah. I am all for funny. I like funny in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big funny person in wrestling. So yeah, I like that. That was very 80s infomercial-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it as well.
Did the Dogs beat them though? I'm assuming.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay, that's why I think that the dogs are going to be the new tag team face of
Hey, look.
AEW. So
I am a Adam Copeland fan, unlike you, apparently. So I am picking him to win.
what the fuck is wrong with you? I love Adam Copeland. I
know
love
you do.
my
That's why I said
father,
it.
Christian Cage. I'm not saying that they're gonna win here. I am just worried.
You just said you thought the dogs are going to be new tag champs, so
It could happen, and then they could get them back.
Okay,
we've seen it before.
Yeah, I just think that the dogs have almost no chance. So. Almost no chance.
I'm not putting my chips on anyone other than Adam Copeland. Even when he's leaving, I'm winning.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Listen, you will not sway me at all. I will not be swayed.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine to say, fine to do.
Give the dogs a bone tonight. I think we are going to get one massive upset on this show tonight, and I think there are 2 to 3 matches that it could be, and this is not one of them.
Okay. Well, I think an upset that we're not going to see, the Young Bucks versus El Sky team, which is Místico and Máscara Dorada, our new ROH tag champions, versus Unbound Company, Shingo Takagi on our fucking screen, and Teton. Who do you think is going to win in this match?
First of all, this match is going to fucking be awesome.
It's going to
It's going to be really, really good. The Young Bucks are going to win because, like I said, I do think the Young Bucks will be challenging for the titles at the next pay-per-view. Redemption makes perfect sense with the title. The Young Bucks going for the belts again. The Young Bucks will win this match. The Young Bucks will win this match. All 3 of these teams are going to look unbelievable.
Absolutely.
It's going to be so good.
You know how I don't like when a newly crowned team, which they were crowned at the CMLL, because there's been ongoing visa issues, which you all know all about, which is why the belts needed to get off Beast Mortos and Sammy Guevara. But that match was actually really, really fucking good too.
Well, I expect Teton to be the one taking the fall here.
Yeah, I think that Teton is going to be taking the fall here. I love Shingo Takagi. I will praise everything that Shingo Takagi does. I will defend them in court, Your Honor. However, Teton is probably taking the fall. Nick Jackson, the superior Buck wrestler. But I think that there's going to be flips, and I think that there's going to be shits, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy this time. So,
yeah.
But would be great if the Young Bucks went on first, and then the AEW World Tag Team Champions came out, and then they had a Cope and Christian Young Bucks stare down, which would be nice.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't hate it.
Well, we are both syndicated in our choices so far, except...
Are we going to have differences, you think?
I don't know. Jon Moxley versus Bandito for the AEW Continental Championship. Who do you have winning and why?
Oof, this match is for me. They are going to beat the piss out of each other. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love every second of it. They are just going to beat the absolute...
Is blood allowed in San Jose? I think so.
Care. Moxley don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. This is going to rule because obviously Bandito is he can be a high flyer and he can be all this, but this is going to be, they're going to beat the crap out of each other. Bandito would be a fun upset, Bandito winning, but I do not believe so.
I don't see it happening here.
I have Jon Moxley retaining here. But this is going to be real, real good. But yeah, I got Moxley retaining. I would love a Bandito upset though, but I don't see it happen. I don't see Moxley losing the title yet. So I think Moxley defends, but I expect this to be one of the better, if not a show stealer on this show, this match.
Can I just tell you, Bandito, and Brody teaming back up for Brodito this last week was so fucking fun to watch.
I loved it. Then they had the great 6-man too with me. It's nice. And I
It's
liked
nice.
how it had been a while, but I liked how they did it because they still they're like, hey guys, like they're still but like we can pull this out whenever we want. You know what I mean? And
I like fun. I like it so much. And fucking motherfucking, we didn't even talk about Brody King doing lucha shit.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
I just want to know the conversation of Brody going, "Can you show me how to do that?"
Or do you think he was just like, I think I can do that.
I
like,
can do
I know
that.
I can do that. And they were like, bullshit. And he's like,
Bullshit.
No, I can do it. I can do it.
Because Brody is a psycho. I fucking love it.
I don't know how anybody doesn't love Brody King. If there are people that
wouldn't trust them.
Out there. Like, I fucking love that guy. I want, it's not in the cards right now, but I need that guy to be world champion someday. He's
absolutely.
He's unbelievable.
Okay, well, we both have Jon Moxley winning this match. It's going to be a fun match regardless. There's going to be blood. And
there will be blood.
I suspect that this might be one of the longer matches, which Jon Moxley matches usually are, but they are going to hit that probably 20-minute time limit. For sure. So
they'll get close for sure. And everyone banned from ringside, obviously, in this as well, which is another element. It's just going to be them two, which is good. Because I think, these are the type of opponents for Moxley that I like, because it's going to get physical and there's going to be a lot of heavy hitting and stuff like that. But Moxley's going to wrestle a little bit differently too. Which is
Mark, people say this. Like I've heard, like this is not the first time that I've heard that Brody. I
believe it's true, though, isn't it? I think it's true.
Listen, that man makes me look small. He makes me look like I am a child because this is the largest man. And it's not, I'm not saying like that in like a hyperbolic thing.
Mm-hmm.
He is fucking huge.
Oh, it's massive. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how he fits through doorways because he's so tall. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's bound for greatness for sure.
I agree.
Okay. We do have the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship being decided here. Shota just got it, guys. Shota is Jon Moxley's young boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's finally heavyweight championship versus Jon Moxley's stablemate, Pac. This is interesting. Who do you have winning and why?
Poor Pac. This is where New Japan's getting their victory of the evening. Umino is going to retain. He's going to bring that belt and keep that belt and bring it back to Japan with him. I think, there's some guys at the top of the New Japan roster that have been, and the champion has been very vocal about how AEW makes New Japan look when they do these crossovers.
Right.
I think it would be a horrific look for the guy from New Japan who just won a title to then have a big match on an AEW show and they lose that title to an AEW wrestler.
Yeah.
And I love Pac, and I think Pac could go over to Japan and be awesome. Obviously, he's awesome in general, no matter where he is. I just think it would be a very bad look, and I think this is the match where New Japan gets their victory of the night, so they look strong. They don't look like losers the whole night.
Right.
I just think another big, but I think it also Pac loses. And then it also leads into you can lean into that story of Moxley looking at Pac and being like, you lost to my fucking young boy, dude.
Yeah, you lost to my young boy.
Like you literally lost to my young boy. Like what the hell? Because Pac's been losing a decent amount lately. Like he's been losing a few matches here. So you can lean into Moxley kind of questioning Pac, or maybe Pac, kind of. I think it leads to something greater. But I got Umino winning and retaining and being like the New Japan victory of the show.
Yeah. I do see Money Mark saying in the chat that Andrade lost the belt. He was in that 3-way with Drilla Maloney, and he lost it at Dominion, which is totally cool.
Was Andrade involved in or did he pin Drilla Maloney for it?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. But did he get pinned for it?
I can't remember. No, I think Drilla got pinned in that match.
Andrade wasn't involved in the finish, so they
No.
kind of protected. Oh no, Scott's saying that he did pin.
Oh, he did pin Andrade.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't remember. That was literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Y'all, my brain.
You know?
My brain. That is true. He did pin Andrade. Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot.
Well, there you go.
I've already forgotten. So things happen and life goes on. I also agree. I think this Shooter is gonna retain. I think it also creates that dynamic of Pac not being able to defeat John Moxley's young boy. So
yep, I think that could be fun.
Okay. I think that this might be what your upset is. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Not one of my upsets.
Oh, okay. Who do you think is going to win and why?
I have Kenny Omega winning.
Okay.
Because Kenny Omega will be challenging MJF for the world title in Montreal at Redemption. And he's going to win. I don't think he's going to do that if he's a loser. If he's losing to Zack Sabre Jr. Now, this match is going to be a match of the year candidate. I think Kenny is going to remind everybody that, yeah, he's not maybe who he used to be, but he's still one of the best wrestlers in the world. And he's going up against another one of the best wrestlers in the world. This match I think this match should open the show. And I think that the main card, at least, I feel like this should open the main card. Mm-hmm. And this match, give him 45. This needs to go as long as they fucking want it to. I think that this is going to rule.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Zack Sabre Jr. Is he 1-1 or 2-1 in AEW?
He lost. He beat Darby. Yeah.
Somebody tell me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. But I think the thing that like really kind of pissed me off, and this is where I'm gonna like be negative Nancy over here, is that like this last week on Dynamite, like Kenny is running him to filth, right? And it's really kind of making me be like, oh wow, okay, like Kenny Omega is getting his word in. Kenny's music goes, and then I'm like, okay, the segment's over. And then all of a sudden, Zack Sabre Jr. just gets the mic and is like, try to stay out of the hospital.
Darling. Try to stay out of the hospital, darling.
Darling.
And then just threw the mic, and I was like,
just threw the mic. I'm like,
I thought it was, yeah. I think we're on the same page. I thought it was very odd. You had Sabre Jr. there for 2 weeks, a guy who can cut a good promo, and you didn't really let him cut a promo at all.
It felt like, okay, Kenny Omega was getting this shit in, but then we have so disregarded fucking Zack Sabre Jr. Y'all.
Yeah. And look at he had a good match. He beat Jack Perry on Wednesday night in a great match on Dynamite.
Which he made him look like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah.
I was just seeing fucking hair.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was a really good match. But yeah, I look at this match is going to be match of the year candidate, match of the night, however you want to call it. It's going to be as good as I think we're all anticipating it to be. Yeah. But I just see no way that Kenny doesn't win.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Well, Tekla versus Starlight Kid. This is my match. This is what I've been fucking looking forward to. Tekla making her rounds, going to Japan, getting escorted out. Tekla abandoned Japan. Very like, it is just so like she's awesome. Taken everything that's been like, oh, the women's division has no leader. The women's division has no leader. And she's fucking made herself into a star. That is something worth stopping everything that you're doing and watching what she's doing right now.
Yep.
However, Starlight Kid is that equal component in Stardom. So my guess, does Tekla remain champion?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there are people in the chat, and I've seen people on the social media saying that they think this could be an upset. So this is one of the few matches that I think we could see. Like how you feel about the dogs is probably how I feel about this match and one other match that we'll talk about shortly of a potential upset. But I don't think you take the title off Tekla right now. I think she's in the zone. I think she's just feeling herself, and she's just so entertaining and so damn good. I think she's earned the right to make it to All In to defend that title at All In. So I have Tekla winning. Yeah. And I haven't seen any Starlight Kid, but I have people like you and other people that I trust their wrestling opinion. They say she's one of the best. It's Tony Khan has said she's his favorite wrestler. Yeah. I'm excited to watch this match because I want to see her. And if they ran with the upset, I mean, she's never beaten her before, right? She's 0-4, I think she said, against her. And obviously Tekla has been bullying Stardom this whole build. So for Stardom to get the upset and tell Tekla, hey, F you, if Tony did that, that would be fun. And then you could have Tekla maybe win it back over there on the way to All In. And maybe Tekla still gets to All In as the champion because they run something else. There is another pay-per-view and Redemption as well, obviously, that we've talked about. But I think it's Tekla and Mercedes at All In. Not spoiler alert, not to ruin anything of a match we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, I have Tekla winning. But I do think this is a legitimate upset scenario in this one. Legitimate.
Interesting. I want to
disagree?
No, I don't disagree at all. But I think if Starlight Kid does win, Tekla winning it back quickly would be my option. So
for sure.
Okay. I will be right back.
Okay.
JPJ.
Oh God. Oh wow. She's gone. Hi, I'm here. Yeah. So, I don't know much about Starlight Kid. Listen, I don't watch Stardom on a regular basis. So for the Stardom ladies that are in this show, this will be the first time I'm probably seeing most of them. But I've heard nothing but good things. I just think, and I don't know what match we're going to get into next. My guess would be, power nap. My guess would be we will talk about the women's Owens final next. Maybe, but and Mike, I fully believe it. And I'm fully expecting her to do so. So that is kind of where we're at. So I'm fully expecting her to do so and impress me tonight in this match. Listen, I feel like, and I think Tony said on the call that visa issues, because you look at this card, right, and you look at it and you're like, there's not a ton of, the Forbidden Door isn't as open as it normally is, right? Like there's a good chunk of AEW versus AEW matchups on this show tonight. And I know Tony addressed it and said that visa issues obviously made it hard to do some of the things they wanted to do and stuff like that. But I'm excited to see. I like the allure for me when it comes to Forbidden Door is seeing people that I don't really see. Like I don't watch a ton of CMLL. I don't watch any Stardom. So being able to kind of see them and see what they bring to the table, that's the exciting part for me. But I'm not upset about the card being somewhat AEW heavy because I watch AEW on a regular basis. Those are the stories I care about the most. So for me to be able to kind of be introduced to new people, plus have my investment in the stories I currently care about, kind of my cup filled in both sides of that tonight. That's why I'm expecting this show to be quite good. So, I don't want to dive into a new match without Collins coming back. So I'm going to wait for her. But let me know in the chat what I know. Scott said that Bandito and Moxley is the match he's looking forward to the most. So what are the matches y'all are looking forward to the most when it comes to what we see tonight? I know we have like 3 more to discuss, before we get out of here. I don't hate that idea, Scott. Making this an international show, like this would be a cool thing if they did it. And I know they've kind of incorporated CMLL into it now, but this would be a cool show for them to run in Japan every year. I thought, if they wanted to do that, do a show over there once a year and have it be Forbidden Door. Mike, yeah, and we'll be talking about that one here in a little bit. That to me is going to be, I don't think it's the main event of the show, but it's going to be right up there. It should be the best show. I mean, I think the best match of the night, in my opinion. And I expect us to see some good stuff. I expect people to see some. Arena Mexico would be a good idea, HUD, for sure. Dave, I disagree. I don't think you should make one of the Owen Cup finals the main event, because then you're kind of showing that one has precedence over the other. And I think you want to kind of keep them. I think you want to kind of keep them off the main event and kind of roll with the main event being something else, which is why I think it'll be the cage match that main events this show. Just because I don't think you want to pick one or the other. I agree with you. I think the Ospreay Swerve match is a bigger match of the two Owen finals. But I think making one of them the main event, I think basically tells you that one is more important than the other. And I think you kind of have to view it as they are equal, which is why I think that the cage match will main event the show tonight. So, yeah. All right. She said, "Be right back." But it's been a good chunk of time here, so I don't know what I'm supposed to, we'll just keep on going, I guess. But you know what? Why don't we talk about the cage match? Because I'll save the cup finals for her when she gets back. But I don't. All right. But when you do that, Carl, if you're picking whatever one you're picking to end the show, you are telling your fans this one's more important. And I feel like you just don't want to do that. So that's at least how I view it. So yeah, you can call them a co-main event and that's fine. But if Swerve and Ospreay, that it could be HUD. It could be. She did say she was hungover early. So that definitely could be a scenario that is unfolding before our eyes. Correct, Ophelia. And that's how I feel about it. But yeah, that's what it should be. It should be the two Owens are the, third and second to last match. And then the cage match ends it. Yeah. So I feel like, well, they really have called it the triple main event, didn't they? I think this week on television, weren't they referring to everything as the triple main event? So I think that's where they were really leaning that way to kind of save face. But I agree with Ophelia. I mean, you can call whatever you want, a co-main event, a triple main event, whatever you want, you can call it. But the match that goes on last is the main event.
Absolutely.
Period. And so if you're going to pick one of the Owen matches to be the main event of this show, you are telling me and you are telling everyone else that one is more important than the other, which is something that I don't think you should do. And I'm excited about both, but it is pretty clear that the Swerve and Ospreay one is a bigger match feel than the other one. Sorry, but I don't think you can make one of them main event because they need to be on equal footing, which is why I think the cage match should be the main event tonight. We didn't talk about any matches. I tried to stall them as much as I could.
Sorry, guys.
People think that you went to VOM.
Yeah. I did. Sorry, guys. Don't drink. Don't be disgusting. I'm just glad that I didn't do it on camera. Sorry, guys.
It would have been even better. You know how many views this would have got? Unbelievable.
No, I'm fine, guys. It's fine. I feel a lot better
Fair.
Sorry.
You're fine. What's that like, though?
What do you mean? What is that like?
Not once have I ever from drinking.
I do it a lot.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I just what I need is a nap and a gardening gummy, and I'm fine.
Fair.
But anyways, kids don't drink.
That's not true. If you are of age,
yeah,
just drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, and don't have a podcast in the morning or have your dogs bully you to wake up at 5 a.m. and then have a blaring light. Can I kill the light? Am I allowed to?
I don't know.
Does that make a difference? And just look shadowy.
Your face is kind of like, it looks like, like I can see, like, I don't know, like I can see a flicker, like it's on the screen without the light.
It's the above, it's the fan up above.
Yeah.
But it's fine, whatever. Thank you guys for don't drink and pod. I haven't been drinking at all. Maybe I should have had a hair of the dog this morning.
Well, that's how you cure a hangover, is hair of the dog. Go get a Bloody Mary somewhere. Go get a Bloody Mary or a mimosa and some eggs Benny or huevos rancheros and call it a day.
Rancheros. That sounds fantastic. I just want to eat like French fries right now. So
it's fair. HUD, that's a good option. That's a good option as well. It's a great option.
Sorry. Inexperienced person over here, and I've only been
first timer over here. First time. Yeah. First timer.
Yeah, guys, never drank before in my life. Ever.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for holding it down. Let's jump into these men's and women's Owen Hart Cup finals.
Excuse me?
Owen Hud could yeah. Let's do the women's Mercedes Moné versus My World pulling on that upset on Athena and Mercedes obviously teaming up last night.
That was a good match
on Collision, which was a fantastic match in itself. JPJ, who do you have winning and why?
This is the one I'm towing the most of the whole show.
Okay,
and you would think not, because it's Mercedes.
Because it's Mercedes.
I've been pretty bullish that Mercedes is going to win this tournament the whole time, and I'm still picking Mercedes. For the record, I'm going to tell you that I'm picking Mercedes. But I do feel like this is the strongest match on the show, where we will see. I feel more about an upset in this one than I do Tekla and Starlight Kid. I think Maya World legitimately could pull off the upset. I really do.
So, I mean, y'all know what happened with Hyan and Maya World. They came into the fold, right? Through ROH, doing dark matches, whatever. And for the aforementioned wrestlers that we will not mention, they allegedly did not want to job.
Didn't want to do business.
They didn't want to do the business. And Hyan and My World said, we'll do whatever you want us to do. Just pay us and we'll show up and we'll go wherever you want. And we'll do the job.
Yep.
And what we've seen is Tony Khan, I think that he rewards people for not being egotistical or about themselves. And he really rewards people for putting in the work and the effort into it. We saw that with the build with Red Velvet and how much that he really saw Red Velvet being a pillar for ROH as well. So he really does reward hard work. Last night, if Hyan and Maya World had won that tag match, and in the end, it's the predictable Hyan and Maya World get it, and then Athena and Mercedes do the beatdown. If they would have won, I would say Mercedes in the bag, 100%. I would bet money on it. But I am with you here, and I am unsure because Athena and Mercedes were on top.
Mm-hmm.
However,
I do. Yeah, I was gonna say I do agree with Ophelia in the chat though.
Mm-hmm.
Is I don't think AEW look. I think the Cinderella story and what they're doing with
Mm-hmm.
Maya has kind of already made her a little bit.
Correct.
With her, and I think the match tonight is going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even in defeat, because I am going to pick Mercedes, I think she can still be made into. I think she's already been made, and she can continue to be made further tonight. As you know, whether you just stick them with the tag team and they're a tag team that moves up the ranks and becomes champions at some point, or if you go no, she's a solo. Like I think she's in obviously a better spot than she was. I don't know if they look at it and go that is an all-in championship match,
a card that would sell tickets. I agree. I think that with High-End and Maya World themselves really proved in that collision match, which was 14 minutes, which I will tell you guys, not for nothing, a lot of women's matches end up being 7 to 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to follow someone over on X, my friend Sam, who wonderful person to listen to if you like watching those scrums. She asks so many great questions. Sam has a here I'm gonna it's Samantha _1713. Shout out. They do the Power Bombshells podcast, which actually goes on during our show, so you can check them out after this. But she has a running little, I don't know, thread of the times for every women's match.
Yeah.
And it goes back crazy far. And if there's anyone who cares about women's wrestling, it's Sam. But it is an interesting growing list where you can really see, unfortunately, a lot of these women matches are not very long, and they could have been longer. They could have told that story, and weirdly enough, they aren't given that opportunity. So I would highly suggest following Samantha. Go follow the Power Bombshells. They also have a Twitter. You can see their clips, see all the things going on. But she also asks really fantastic questions on every AEW and ROH media call. She also was writing about the Janelle Grant lawsuit and everything going on with that. Really informed me, especially when I was talking out my ass, because I didn't read the full things. You're only reading the bylines of things, but she's really been delving deep into those lawsuits. She does a fantastic job. So go. I don't know if she'll listen to this, but go follow Sam. Anyways, with that said, I think Mercedes is going to sell those tickets. I think her winning here is going to be fantastic. What I'm saying is I need this match to be longer than 10 minutes for them to tell that story. You know what I mean?
I think Mercedes gets long matches. So she's in the 5 longest matches in the history of the company. I'm not saying this is going to be one of those, but it feels like of all the people in the company on the women's side, Tony gives Mercedes time and allows her to tell a story with her opponent. And I would be shocked if it was that short. I don't think it's going to be 25 minutes or anything like that, but I would expect them to get, in that 15 to 20 minute window tonight to do their thing.
However, I was just thinking, Mercedes hasn't technically lost all of her championship belts because she still holds the Owen from last year. If she were to lose this match, she would have 0 belts. And knowing Mercedes and knowing her pull, if my world challenges for that championship, Mercedes could find a way to insert herself and make it a 3-way at All In.
She could.
Which we have seen many multiple championships. A redemption arc is needed for Miss
I
Mercedes Martinez.
I have
Or
said
Miss
for a long
Mercedes
yeah,
Moné.
I have said for a long time that I have always thought that whenever she wins the AEW Women's World Championship for the first time, she will be a babyface. And right now, she is not a babyface
She is
at
not a
all.
babyface.
So I kind of still stand by that. I really do. And if she's going to win this tournament and go to All In and doesn't have a character change, and it's just Mercedes as we know her now versus Tekla, big match for sure. But that's two jerk heels fighting for the world title. You know,
I'm going to go for the full Monty here. I'm going to go my world in my predictions.
I think it's very possible. I think it's very, very possible.
I'm putting it down right now.
Yeah.
Because we need to see that redemption arc in the next 2 fucking months, y'all. So we go over to the men's Owen Hart final. Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. They've gotten a lot of promo times coming into this. They've gotten a lot of camera. They've gotten a lot of interest. But in my humble opinion, do I like Swerve Strickland a lot better? Yeah. I love Swerve. But if there was a match that could bring Hangman back, it would be this one. And I think Swerve going after the championship is not the right call at this time.
Yep.
It is obvious that Ospreay is going to win. My only qualm is that Ospreay has that neck issue. And you know that Swerve is going to capitalize on said issue.
Yep.
So, who do you have winning this match and why?
This is the easiest one to bet for me. It's Will Ospreay. It's a story they've been telling for almost 2 years. He's making it to All In, and he's going to do it by winning the Owen. Made it to the finals last year, had that great match with Hangman and came up short. He's going to, you want to talk about redemption, he's going to redeem himself and win. He's never beaten Swerve, which they leaned into in that promo a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah. This is going to be one of, if not the best match on the show. I know we said that a few times, but this is going to be as good as we all expect. These guys don't have even average matches with each other. But this is what it is, man. This is what it is. And I see Mark saying it. I think the Swerve and Moxley feud is kind of what we've been waiting for a little bit. And I think that that's a perfect thing for kind of Swerve to kind of get right in on after he gets defeated tonight. Yeah, this is Will Ospreay all day, every day. We've seen this for a year. So I don't think it changes. Will's winning that title in England. That's what's happening. So
I agree.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I do prefer Swerve. I like.
No, it's okay. I get it.
I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like Will Ospreay. He's fucking incredible inside that ring. Like, I like both guys, but I prefer Swerve. But yeah, I think that we're staying the course here. Will is destined.
I think Will Ospreay. I think if All In was not at Wembley, I feel like this could really have been anybody's game. But it's the fact that we knew All In was going to be at Wembley over a year ago.
Yeah.
We knew, I mean, we talked about it ad nauseum when Will went out literally at the top of the year. Hey, I'm going to go get neck surgery. It's like, oh, okay, are you going to be back before August? This is a perfect shoe-in. Unfortunately, here's my thing is that he's modified a lot of his wrestling. He's added more holds. He has been wrestling a different kind of style, but he hasn't stopped at the accelerated speed that he's been going at. So that's where I'm like, I can't believe that, like, even with him modifying his style, he's still going at 110 miles an hour.
Well, 1,000%. 1,000%. Yeah, this is going to be a special match. It is.
I agree, King. I still can't believe that Will came back at Revolution at all.
It's insane. It's insane. And to see him, they leaned into the neck a lot in the early matches when he first came back. And, but to see him this tournament, really, to see him look like the old Will Ospreay, like, that's what we're getting, man. That's what we're getting. And this is going to be a special one tonight. These two guys love each other, and they love wrestling each other, and it's magic every time they're in there. And this will be no different. I just think, Swerve's going to come up short, and then we're going to kind of have to see where he goes from here.
Absolutely. Well.
And then the match I don't care about. All right, let's go.
Which I've already said is going to be the main event. It is a steel cage match. It is a 6-man tag match. Team Briscoe versus Team MJF. We've seen the crumbling of the Don Callis family. The Andrade, who looked fucking fantastic this Wednesday. That long coat. Yep. So cunty. I love it. There's obviously tension between Andrade and MJF, and I'm hoping that we get there after all of the everything. But Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, Okada, Andrade, MJF versus Team Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Konosuke Takeshita, and Darby Allin. The good guys versus the bad guys.
Yep. 12 men inside a steel cage. Going to be bananas. Look, this is going to be fun. It's going to be chaotic. We know what this is going to be. It's going to be a shit show in a good way. If I were a betting man, I would say the good guys are going to win. But I'm not a betting man, and I don't want the good guys to win. So I'm going to pick Team MJF, even though I know I'm probably going to be wrong. But I'm picking Team MJF. Although I do think most likely they all leave him during this match and Mark's team wins. There's not the one thing that I agree with Briscoe in this build is that him and his team, at least the conglomeration guys, they're like this.
Yeah.
They're like this. And everybody that's on Max's team wants to beat Max for that world title.
That's true.
So
they see that goal.
Kevin Knight wants a shot at it. Andrade wants a shot at it. Fletcher has very quietly teased that he wants a shot at it. So MJF has surrounded himself by guys that are not his friends. It's a sure money situation, and those guys don't even like him.
Well, you don't have to like who you're teamed with in order to win a steel cage match. There is the component of Darby Allin that is in this. Yeah, he's a good guy, but he fucking hates MJF.
Yep.
You have Takeshita who's in here who fucking hates Okada.
And Fletcher.
And Fletcher. But
Okada for sure.
Yeah. I think that there's still love there. But there's betrayal. Those are deep-seated feelings that I think could be a component of the outcome of this match. However, MJF is going to win this.
I hope so.
That is what the story I feel has been told, is that MJF is going to come up on top. He's going to do fuck all nothing and weasel his way into winning this match. And unfortunately, I think Roderick Strong is going to be
the pinfall guy.
The pinfall.
Okay, that's fair. Also, wouldn't be shocked if we saw a Wardlow return during this. He is part of the Callis family. He is part of the Callis family. Obviously, has a big history with MJF. He came back and was hurt immediately in his return. So we only saw him the once, and he's been gone for 2 years combined almost. Yeah. Would not be shocked. Especially if Andrade walks out.
I would love that.
Or something like that. Would not be shocked if Wardlow came back and helped MJF win. With their history and him being in the Callis family, technically, I think that's another surprise we potentially could see.
I love that. Absolutely.
So
hands down.
Yeah. But that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, if I was betting it, I think I would bet Briscoe. Because if you have the opportunity to get a world title match, I feel like most of the time those guys win those matches. I don't think it would be a pay-per-view match. I think it should be a Dynamite match.
Oh, my
where
God.
Max just beats him or whatever. But
right.
I also the whole thing has been that Briscoe is not deserving of a world title match. So for him to lose the match that proves otherwise makes me feel like they wouldn't do that. But I don't know. We'll see.
However, you came on this show weeks ago to say, I don't want to fucking see Mark Briscoe versus MJF.
Yeah. And again, this is not an anti-Briscoe take. I love Mark Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
But we literally just saw this feud like a few months ago. And like, I just don't think it needs to be. I just don't think we need to see it again, even though Max wasn't the world champ when they first fought. I just don't think we need to see it again. I just don't think so. But like I said, if you can get yourself another big time world title match, especially to throw in a Wednesday or a Saturday to get some views, I mean, it is what it is. But I just feel like Max should win. But I'm not sure he will.
A Wardlow return would really truly make my day.
That'd be fun. Be fun. But we'll see. But I think all in all, I think we're going to be getting another great AEW pay-per-view tonight. That should be good. Have us talking about some good stuff next week.
How long over under do you think this show is going to be?
I would, if I was setting the line, I would set the line at 4.5 hours. And I would take the over.
I would like it to be less than 5 because some of us have work next week.
I have to wake up at 3:45 in the morning to go to work. So I would like the show to not be over at 1.
What the hell, dude?
Please, Tony, for the love of God. I do not need the show ending at 1 when I got to be up at 3:45. Thanks. I'll do it because I'm a psychopath.
You're a sicko, right?
Yeah, I'm a sicko, what they say. We all are. But like, I would rather go to bed at 12 or 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be Monday morning for sure, Mike. But yeah. Or you can just do me a favor and put the shows back on fucking Saturdays.
Why aren't they on Saturdays?
The most ideal scenario. You need to have come on. But anyway, it's going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. So
they don't need to be not on Saturdays.
No.
All in all, I think that this is going to be a great show. I think this is probably one of my more favorite Forbidden Doors. Not seeing more New Japan people, I think, kind of sucks. But I think the caliber of matches that we are seeing. I mean, would I have liked a Tsuji match? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have liked? I mean, what I would like more singles matches or more things going on. However, there's only so much time, right? There's only so much time. I would love to see an Aaron Wolf, literally in his rookie year being your never open weight champion. Like, I would really like to see that. However, I get it. People are visa issues, things going on. I get it.
Yep.
I know that Ishii is hurt right now. I know that things are going on. However, let's figure it out, people, So we were at the end of our show, y'all.
Yeah. We are.
Any final thoughts? JPJ?
Yeah, not to end on a somber note, but RIP to Joe Doring. Very sad situation there. So, obviously I speak for us here at Coast to Coast, and, I don't want to speak for everyone at Fight, but yeah, we're sending thoughts and, love to his family and friends and stuff like that. You saw the kind of the wrestling community come together and have a lot of good things to say about that guy, taken way too young in his 40s, only a couple of years older than me.
44.
Just
crazy.
way too young. Very sad story there. So I at least wanted to mention him and, send some love to his family and friends in a sad situation there. So not to end it on a down note, but, I do think that guy should be honored and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. But other than that, another fun show. Talking about some good, a lot of us wrestling fans are eating good this weekend. So yeah,
Absolutely.
and now we have a day's and nights worth of wrestling to watch for the next 7 or 8 hours, which will be locked and loaded. So yeah,
I agreed.
yeah.
Yeah. Joe Doring has been battling cancer for the last 10 years.
Yeah, a long time.
So
was it brain?
Brain cancer.
Yeah, not great. Yeah.
So came back 3 times, and unfortunately this last time was that? I had heard 6 months ago that he was entering hospice. And
it was they announced, the family announced it a couple days before he passed away that he was going into hospice. But yeah, just a really sad, just taken way too young. So
but yeah. They the most, I mean, not to make TNA being TNA, literally within an hour posted just a compilation of all of the matches that Joe Doring had in TNA, which was really helpful to be like, I wrote in our group chat, I was like, oh, RIP Joe Doring. And some people were like, who was that? And I'm like, he was so pivotal during the pandemic era of NXT, or not NXT, TNA, during that pandemic era where there was nobody in there. And his debut was just so iconic. I expect there to be some nods to him.
I think they'll do a tribute video, or they'll do something on Slammiversary, and I think AEW will acknowledge. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Yeah. Well, JPJ, what do you got going on this week?
Well, right after this, in about a half hour at 3 p.m. Eastern, I will be on the Main Event Wrestling Network breaking down Forbidden Door some more with a few of the fellas over there. And then later on tonight for Forbidden Door, I'll be live on my channel right here on Twitch, JPJ Loves Gaming. We'll be watching tonight. I get Red Sox Yankees are on tonight. Yeah, I don't have so much space. But no, you can find me Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Love Wrestling CA, Between Two Beards with Pluggo. You can find me on Wednesday nights again after AEW Dynamite over on Body Slam with Pluggo and our pal Drew Nicholas doing Dynamite Up, which is our Dynamite post show over there. And then obviously you can find me here every Sunday with you, chatting it up, going coast to coast. But if you follow me right here, I release my schedule every Monday morning. And you can see where I'm at. I'm usually bopping around doing as much as I can. So, yeah.
I love it. I love to see it. You can find me anywhere there is social media _queer Auntie. Y'all, I'm trying to get my life together. Probably after this next weekend, I'll have things more figured out. We're trying to get these boxes out of here, guys. What you can't see off camera is that this morning, literally a huge reason why I was late was I saw there were boxes with our address on it. So please do not stalk us or try to find us. That would be really fucked up and rude. Don't be creepy to people. That's my final thoughts for that. But yes, you can find me here every Sunday, going coast to coast. Peak Millennials podcast. We go live now on Wednesday morning. So if you like millennial content, be sure to check that out. And then this is Fightful Overbooked. This is where all of your favorite things are. In the Weeds, Jeremy Lambert, Joel, and SP3 giving it to you Monday through Friday. We also have Coexisting with Rob and Maggie on Fridays. Lots of other things coming out here. And then we're here every Sunday morning, even when we're hungover, to talk and give to you the wrestling business. Drop us a follow, hit us a like, send us your super chats, and we'll be here next Sunday. Maybe. We'll see. If I'm alive.
Yep, that's fair. Hopefully you will be. We got to celebrate the 250th.
Yeah.
Next week's show's the day after the 4th of July.
Okay, well,
yeah. Party time USA, man. Miley Cyrus.
I'm supposed to have a housewarming party that day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Some form of us will be here. at
Yeah, some
noon
form.
next weekend, whether it's recorded or whatever, some form, because it is a
Please
holiday
support the
weekend,
show,
so things
guys.
are going to be happening. But some form of us will be here next Sunday at noon, like you come to expect. So,
And y'all, thank you so much for bearing with me during the monstrosity that is my brain. Send me all of your likes, and if you wanna drop us some tips, go send this over to us because we could use it. Have a great week, everyone. Kick ass. Bye.